Sometimes your dog stares at you so intensely it almost feels human. Not distracted. Not confused. Just watching. And the strange part is they can do it for minutes without looking away. Most people think dogs stare because they want food, a walk, or attention. And sometimes that's true. But the real reason goes much deeper than most owners ever realize. Because when a dog stares at a human, something emotional is happening beneath the surface. Something built through thousands of years of evolution, trust, survival, and connection. Dogs are one of the only animals on Earth that naturally seek eye contact with humans. Wolves rarely do this even when raised around people. In the wild, direct staring is often a threat. It can signal dominance or danger. But dogs changed that behavior over generations of living beside humans. Somehow over time they learned that looking into human eyes creates connection instead of conflict. And that single behavior completely transformed the relationship between humans and dogs. Scientists discovered something fascinating when studying dogs and their owners. When dogs and humans hold eye contact, both brains release oxytocin, the same hormone connected to bonding between parents and children. In other words, when your dog stares at you lovingly, both of your brains are reacting emotionally to each other. Your dog is not just looking. They are connecting. And this behavior starts earlier than most people think. Puppies stare at humans constantly because humans became their emotional compass. They study facial expressions, tone changes, movement patterns, and emotional energy. Dogs quickly learn that human faces predict almost everything important in their world. Food, safety, affection, direction, comfort. To a dog, your face becomes a map of survival and emotion. That's why dogs can often sense your mood before you even speak. They notice tiny details humans overlook completely. A change in breathing, a slower movement, different eye tension, silence, stress. What most owners never realize is that dogs are constantly reading emotional signals from us. And staring is one of the ways they gather information. Sometimes your dog watches you because they are trying to understand what kind of emotional state you are in. Are you calm? Upset? Leaving soon? Safe to approach? About to grab the leash? Their eyes are always searching for answers. But the strange part is, not all stares mean the same thing. A soft stare with relaxed eyes usually signals trust and affection. You'll often notice this when your dog is lying near you quietly. They aren't asking for anything. They simply feel emotionally safe around you. This kind of stare is deeply important in the canine world. Dogs are vulnerable when relaxed. In nature, vulnerable animals stay alert. But when your dog calmly watches you with soft eyes, they are showing something powerful. I trust you enough to let my guard down. And for an animal descended from survival-driven predators, that level of trust is enormous. But then there's the focus stare. The one where your dog suddenly freezes and locks eyes with you intensely. This usually means anticipation. Dogs are experts at pattern recognition. They memorize routines faster than most people realize. They know the sounds of specific footsteps, the meaning of certain clothing, the timing of meals, and even small habits connected to daily life. Some dogs recognize walk signals before owners consciously perform them. Picking up keys, standing a certain way, looking toward the door. Your dog notices all of it. So when they stare intensely, they may actually be predicting your next action. They are waiting for confirmation. And honestly, this ability is extraordinary. Researchers have repeatedly found that dogs pay more attention to humans than almost any other domesticated animal. In many situations, dogs will even look to humans for guidance before making decisions themselves. That behavior says something profound about how deeply connected dogs became to us over thousands of years. They don't just live beside humans. They emotionally synchronize with us. This is also why some dogs stare during moments when humans feel sad. Many owners describe the same experience. You're sitting quietly after a difficult day. Maybe you're stressed or emotionally exhausted. Then suddenly your dog walks over and simply looks at you. No barking, no excitement, just calm eye contact. Almost like they know something is wrong. And in many cases they probably do. Studies show dogs can detect emotional shifts through facial expressions, body posture, scent changes, and voice tone. Human stress actually changes body chemistry, and dogs can smell some of those differences. Your dog may not understand your exact problems, but they absolutely understand emotional energy. And sometimes staring is their way of checking on you. This behavior actually means something deeper than affection alone. Dogs are social survivors. In canine groups, awareness of emotional states helps maintain safety and stability. Over time, dogs adapted that instinct specifically toward humans. That means your dog is not only attached to you emotionally, they are biologically tuned into you. And once you understand that, the stare feels completely different. But there's another side to this behavior people rarely talk about. Sometimes dogs stare because they're confused. Humans live in ways dogs struggle to fully understand. We leave for hours suddenly. We talk constantly using sounds they can't fully decode. We stare at glowing screens instead of interacting physically. We laugh, cry, and argue without obvious physical causes. To a dog, humans are emotionally unpredictable creatures. So dogs often stare simply to observe and learn. You may notice this especially when doing something unusual. Rearranging furniture, packing bags, crying unexpectedly, dancing, exercising. Your dog watches because your behavior suddenly stopped matching known patterns. And curiosity is a huge part of canine intelligence. Some breeds especially were developed to monitor humans closely. Border Collies, German Shepherds, Golden Retrievers, Australian Shepherds, and Labrador Retrievers are highly responsive to human behavior because humans selectively bred them for cooperation and attention. For generations, the dogs best at reading people were the dogs most likely to work successfully alongside humans. So modern dogs inherited an incredible ability, the ability to study us. But perhaps the most emotional reason dogs stare at humans is also the simplest. Love. Not human love exactly, but something close enough that the difference almost disappears. Dogs form deep attachment bonds. Real emotional dependence. To them, you are not just an owner. You are part of their emotional world, routine, safety, and identity. You are home. And when dogs stare calmly at people they trust, they are often doing nothing more complicated than enjoying their presence. Humans actually do this too. We look at people we care about longer than strangers. Parents watch sleeping children. Couples glance at each other silently. Emotional attachment naturally pulls attention toward loved ones. Dogs developed a similar pattern with humans. And maybe that's why their stare feels so powerful. Because somewhere deep inside, humans recognize the emotion behind it. There's also something quietly heartbreaking hidden inside this behavior. Dogs have much shorter lives than humans. Yet during their entire existence, humans become the center of almost everything they know. Think about that for a moment. Your schedule shapes their day. Your mood shapes their environment. Your presence shapes their sense of safety. To you, your dog is part of your life. But to your dog, you are their whole world. Maybe that's why they watch us so closely. Because every movement matters to them. Every return home matters. Every goodbye matters. Every small moment matters. And once people realize this, they often begin seeing their dog stare differently. Not as begging. Not as random behavior. But as communication without words. A quiet emotional connection between two completely different species somehow learning to understand each other. And honestly, that might be one of the most incredible relationships in nature. An animal that evolved beside humans so closely that it learned to read our eyes, emotions, routines, and energy better than almost any creature alive. Not through language, not through commands, but through attention, through observation, through connection. So the next time your dog stares at you from across the room, pause before looking away. Because maybe they're not just asking for food. Maybe they're checking if you're okay. Maybe they're trying to understand you. Maybe they feel safe near you. Or maybe they simply love being close to the person their entire world revolves around. And without saying a single word, they're telling you that you matter.